Hi guys, Robot1 here, coming at you with a new Yu-Gi-Oh video, and in today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, I am going to be showcasing to you guys my new and updated Altergeist Deck Profile. Now, I have not been showing this deck for a long time for the pure fact that I haven't really been playing it much, to be completely honest. I haven't touched the deck in a proper way for the longest time because I've been playing a lot of other decks, such as Shadow Invoked, Invoke Dogmatica, Dragon Link, Virtual World for a bit. I did test that quite a bit online and then was just like, nah, I don't really want to play it. But I haven't touched Altergeist in the longest time, but for the last couple of days, since the ban list was released, since it was announced, I have been testing this deck like no tomorrow, and that is because we have hit a format where this is one of the best decks in the game. And do you know why it's one of the best decks in the game? Because it ruins the deck known as True Draco VFD Turbo Shenanigans. Like, legit, this deck ruins VFD, and because of that, this deck is one of the decks that I believe is one of the best decks of the format. It literally says screw VFD. It has so many trap cards that allow you to just ruin a lot of the decks in the current format as well, which is really, really nice. And I'm personally feeling that this is going to be one of the best decks. So guys, without further ado though, seeing as I've said this and I've talked about that, how about we actually go into the deck profile now so I can show you some of the deck ratios and some of the card ratios and some of the cards that I'm playing in this list to give you guys an idea of the deck version that I'm playing. So, without further ado, let's actually get into it. So starting off, we play the free Altergeist Multi-Faker. This card is a free of, it's a must-up free. You do not play less than 3 of this card. This card is the best card in the deck because this card literally says, oh, special summon when I activate a trap and special summon an Altergeist from the deck. This card is the entire deck. This deck was not meta until this card was released, and you play as many of this card as you can. Literally, in the format where this card was limited to 1, you played 1 and the deck was still good, and now that it's at 3 again, you play 3, so it's just really, really strong there. So, free Multi-Faker. Next, we play free Altergeist Meliseek, the second best Altergeist monster for the fact that when it's into Graveyard, it searches in any Altergeist monster in the game, and that Altergeist monster you're searching is going to be Multi-Faker. So you want to be playing 3 of this, so you can go ahead and make it into a Link 1 to go ahead and make your Multi-Faker, to get your Multi-Faker. But it's also really strong because it can attack directly, target a card on the field, and send it to the graveyard. So just a really strong card there as well that you're going to be playing at 3, and it's just really good. And there's also a cheeky combo you can do with Mystic Mine as well, where if you get Spoofing and Mystic Mine on the board and your opponent has 1 monster, Meliseek attack directly for 500, send a card to grave, Spoofing, return it to hand as cost, and then you just keep doing that until your opponent's dead, which is really nice. 2 Altergeist Marionetta. Now, this was something that happened later on into the life of Altergeist, where you played 2 Marionetta. I originally played 3, of course, but I kind of got to the point where I wanted to only play 2. Seeing as the best normal summon in the deck is actually Meliseek, seeing as Meliseek is the one that you send to graveyard to search Multi-Faker, I felt like this was a card that I should have cut down by 1. You can still play 3 if you want, but I just personally like it at 2 now, and I've been really liking it at that. But this is pretty much one of the best Altergeist monsters in the deck as well. Literally, the prime Altergeist monsters is the Multi-Faker, the Meliseek, and the Marionetta. Because the Multi-Faker is the one that summons from deck, the Meliseek is the one that will search Multi-Faker, and then Marionetta is the one that will set your traps from the deck, while also being somewhat of a monster reborn too, by sending an Altergeist monster to the graveyard, an Altergeist card to the graveyard, to go ahead and summon an Altergeist from your graveyard. So it's a 2 of, it has to be your normal summon though, so that's why I'm kind of playing it at 2. Next we play 2 Silcatus, the card that you never want to draw. This is technically the best card, best Altergeist as well, just because of a Multi-Faker. Like, legit, this card on its own is garbage, but with Multi-Faker, it is actually really strong. And you play 2 of this card because you never want to draw it, but you need to have at least 2 in the deck at all times, because this card is the card that you want to summon off with Multi-Faker, because it's the card that will allow you to return your opponent's cards to hand and just allow you to interrupt your opponent that way. So you have to play 2, you can't play less than 2, so you gotta play 2. We also do play 1 Concuri as well, because this card just says negate attack and is a Fiendish Chain for any face-up card on the board. Literally, it's a 1 of in the deck. You should always play 1, because being able to combo off with like Silcatus as well, where if your opponent attacks, special summon negate the attack, they attempt to attack with something else, you return that attacking monster to hand with the Silcatus and return the Concuri, and then if they attack again, you just go ahead and summon the Concuri again. It's really, really strong with stuff like that too. It's only a 1 of though, you don't really need to play more, and it's a level 5, so you can't even normal summon it, so just a 1 of. in the deck. And the last monsters we actually play are 3 Nibiru, because literally Nibiru, one of the best hand traps in the game now. It was obviously one of the best hand traps before, but it's even better now for the pure fact that Linkross is gone, and because of Linkross is gone, Herald of the Arclight is extremely hard to make, and extremely hard to make consistently, so letting your opponent go further into their combo now, and then you just drop the Nibiru before they make their Appaloosa, it's even more insane. So Nibiru just became a lot more powerful as well with the new ban list as well, so yeah, that's the monsters. The only change that I would say some people could make is literally just add a 3rd Marionetta, but I like having lots of trap cards, so I cut 1. But if you feel like playing the 3rd, play the 3rd. It's definitely a good card that you could play at 3. I just prefer playing it at 2. Going on to spells, though, I'm not going to go into it. It's Pot of Greed. We don't care about our extra deck. Free Extravagance. You have to play 3 in the Altergeist deck. Going on to trap cards, though, we play 3 Personal Spoofing. Card is insane. The card literally just says shuffle any Altergeist card into the deck from your field or hand, and then just search any Altergeist monster. Legit, just activate it, shuffle back a random Altergeist, search Multi-Faker, summon Faker, go from there. Don't need to explain that in big detail, do I? 2 Manifestation. This is the 2 of Altergeist monsters now, because Altergeist trap cards now, because literally, what this card does, it allows you to summon back your Altergeist monsters, and being a control deck, you need as many ways to keep gaining advantage as possible, and Manifestation just guarantees that you'll always have that advantage in the game, and seeing as this card says that I can summon back Silcatus to go ahead and guarantee that I can get a Compulse by returning it to the hand and then putting opponent's card to the hand, or summoning a Multi-Faker to summon something from the deck, or going ahead and summoning a Hextia, to just keep gaining more resources. It really is a strong card, and even, hell, you can even banish it from the graveyard if you've got both of them engraved to go ahead and add 1 back if you can't get a Silk in the graveyard, or you don't have a way to recycle it. So that's also a really good plus as well to the card. That's why it's in the deck at 2. And we also play 1 Protocol. It's the 1 of now. I did originally play 2, but you don't need the second one anymore. Like, legit, it's gone to that point where 1 Protocol is enough, seeing as the Manifestation is a lot better than the Protocol now, so you want to be playing 2-1 of this when I originally played 2-1. So, yeah, 2 Protocol and Manifestations. Going further into trap lineups that aren't Altergeist, though, we do play 2 Trap Trick, because this card says set any normal trap card from the deck, and that is insane. Being able to literally just search your deck for any normal trap card by banishing another copy of itself, of course, is really powerful, so you can get into so many better situations that this card is a guaranteed card in the deck. It's absolutely insane. I'm only running 2 because 1, it's a hard once per turn, so if you draw multiple, it's dead, and 2, I kind of felt like the 3rd was a bit bricky at times, and I would really want that brick to be another trap card that could be more usable for me, so I chose to play 2. I'm liking it at 2. I might put it back up to 3 at some point, I don't know, seeing as the Trap Trick variant of Altergeist is my favorite variant. But right now I'm playing 2 of it. It's absolutely insane though, and you can definitely bump it up to 3 if you really, really want to. Next, we also play 3 Infinite Impermanence. Goes with, literally, it's a normal trap card. It allows you to trigger Multi-Faker from your hand on turn 1. Why wouldn't you play out 3? It's one of the best hand traps in the game as well, just for the fact that it doesn't trigger Tactical Talents or really anything. Like, Called by the Grave of Tactical Talents, it gets around all of those cards, so Imperm just really, really strong. We also play 2 Dynamiscus, because this card says banish any face-up card, and banishing any face-up card is really strong. Like, just imagine banishing your opponent's Eldritch, the Golden Lord. They've lost that now, and they can't really play with it, so goodbye. 2 Dogmatica Punishment, because, well, we play the Trap Trick, so we can set 1 from the deck, and also, this deck doesn't care about its extra deck, so really it's just an additional card that's just really, really good in the deck. 2 Torrential Tributes. This is actually something that really a lot of people are sleeping on, in my opinion, because the reason this card became really, really bad in the game was because a lot of monsters started to have protection from destruction, but a lot of those decks that would have protection from destruction, such as Salamangreat, Thunder Dragon, any deck that would have really protection from destruction, don't really exist anymore, because now we're in a format where we've got like Zodiac, we've got Zodiac, we've got Virtual World, and we've got Drytron as like the best decks, and Torrential Tribute just destroys them. They can't do anything if you TT them, so Torrential Tribute being really insane. And also this works really well in conjunction with Multi-Faker, because Multi-Faker activates after the resolution of a trap card, so if you resolve the TT, destroying the whole board, and then you reveal multi-faker, you just go plus. You just go super plus, and it's really, really insane because of that. So 2 torrential tribute is really, really nice. And you can set off trap trick if you feel like your opponent is going to special summon a lot, or they're going to activate an effect to special summon, and then you just chain the trap trick, set the torrential tribute, and when they summon the monster, flip the trap trick. You know, just wipe their board. Why don't you? Yeah. But we also play free Solemn Judgment because best trap card, negates Lightning Storm, negates Harpy's Feather Duster, negates anything you want in the game. 2 Solemn Strike because this card negates any monster effect and special summon. Do I have to explain? And 1 Imperial Order because we can only play it at 1, and it stops Harpy's Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, any spell card in the game, and it's just a really, really strong card. So yeah, those are the trap lineups. We are playing a lot of traps, but this is Altergeist. You really, really want to be playing a lot of trap cards in this deck because all of the traps are necessary. And we're playing a lot of 2-odds, as you can tell, because of, obviously, Trap Trick. Now, I might play more Trap Trick. I might change the trap ratios so we can play more of different stuff. Like, I might even play 3 Torrential Tribute. Who knows? Like, I've been debating this card because this card is actually really strong in this format. But right now, I'm really happy on the trap lineup, so that's just my personal thoughts and opinions on it. But, yeah, you definitely have to play this. This is mandatory. Don't play this deck without this card. Literally, if you get hit by a Lightning Storm or a Harpy's Feather Duster, you will cry. So this card just says no. You don't care about spells, you play free and they're Pot of Greed, so it's fine. But going on to extra deck though, we are playing 3 Link Karibo and an Almirage and an Anima, because if I banish all 5 of these of Extravagance, that's just unlucky, and I want as many ways to actually, you know, send the Metaseek to graveyard as possible, so I play 5 different ones. The Almirage is more so, we play the Almirage more so because of, obviously, the Silcatus, because if we do open the Silcatus plus a manifestation, then we can just go ahead and link it into the Almirage, and then summon it back so we have a Compulse. But this is the lineup of Link ones that I want to play, because there's no guarantee. Literally, if I banish 1/5 of my extra deck, and that 1/5 is all of my Link ones, that is just really, really bad luck, guys. That's just really bad luck. So, honestly, this is the lineup that I personally am choosing to play. We are also playing 3 Hextia. It's the only extra deck monster we really care about outside of like the Link ones, because it literally is just a booster. It boosts off any Altergeist monster and negates spell and trap cards. So negate that Lightning Storm, negate the Harpy's Feather Duster, get out of my life. We also play 1 Area and 1 Heater, because these 2 can be summoned very easily in the deck. Heater using the Hextia, and Area using a Metaseek, so we can just go ahead and special summon a water or a fire from our opponent's graveyard and gain resources just by literally linking into them, which is really nice. And you can also summon this with the Paleo Trap card as well, because the Trap card is a monster, and if you summon it back, which is nice. We play 1 Selene because we never have free spell cards in our grave, but if our opponent does, we just go ahead and summon that back and go into Link 4 play and stuff like that. 1 Nightmare Unicorn, just a free get off my board, you know what I mean. 1 Access Code Talker because of the Selene, and because it's just a really strong card, and we play like so many different attributes in our extra deck already. Like, look, we're playing Dark, Light, Fire, Water, Dark. Like we play a lot of attributes. We play 3 different attributes. Yeah, so that it's just really, really nice there as well. And then finally, 2 Elder Entity Unts because we play Dogmatic Punishment, and sending this to the graveyard makes Dogmatic Punishment 2 pops instead of 1. So yeah, that's the deck though, guys. Honestly, I've been testing this deck. I've been loving this deck. I've been ruining any deck that plays VFD. I've been ruining Virtual Wells. I've been ruining Zodiac. I've been ruining so many decks. Drytron. Like, this deck literally just says, no, you're not getting to play the game, and you're trying to stop me from playing the game, so I'm just gonna stop you right back. But guys, that is the deck profile there. Tell me your thoughts on it in the comment section below. Do you like this Altergeist deck profile? Do you perhaps want to play a different one? Are you going to play like maybe the Zexal build? Are you going to maybe play like any other Altergeist build? Like, I personally feel like the Trap Tricks variant of the deck is the best variant of the deck, because just being able to search any trap card is really, really strong. But guys, tell me what your thoughts are on this in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one though. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitch channel, links in the description below, and all of that good stuff, guys. And yeah, Robert1 signing out. I really don't have much else to say. I just really feel like this is going to be one of the best decks of the format, so please give it a chance, guys. It's definitely really strong and just ruins VFD Turbo. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Twitch, as I said, and Robert1 signing out. Later, all.